one and all. Once again, welcome to CC podcast of Campus Connection. This week, we have an interesting person with us who holds about 18 plus years of experience into manufacturing industry, who have a very good knowledge in the training background and who had started his career in Breaks India. Then he gained more knowledge and experience in Apollo Tires, and now currently he is working for TVS Groups. We welcome Mr. Maheshwaran, HR Manager.
Hi, Priya.
Welcome, sir. Welcome to CC Podcast Show of Campus Connection.
Thank you.
So, sir, nowadays it's been a very big challenge for students, especially freshers, to get into a job. So, being into an automobile industry, can you share what is the scope of the students, engineering students into the automobile industry apart from engineers? Because when the moment we talk about, most of the automobile engineers will come. What about mechanical engineers? What about mechatronic engineers?
Uh, Actually, there are a lot of scope for all the discipline. When we talk about the mechanical, we have the wide scope for the mechanical engineering for automotive per se. If we start now, we start designing our product right from engineering design. So we require some engineering people who knows the flair knowledge of designing of machine elements, strength of materials, how do I design, theory of machines. So such thing will be helping in terms of design and development. The same thing when it comes to the manufacturing, we need the people who knows basic conventional machining, then CNC machining, then grinding, and so on. All the operation or manufacturing process, then who has some fair knowledge of lean manufacturing and TQM practices and TPM practices. So these are the things which is respected to what I call mechanical field. The same thing when it comes to the electrical, that means electrical electronics. Triple E we call it as. For them, no, we have when it comes to the manufacturing, we have all kind of drives like no induction motors, then no series motor. If you see the circuit, no, we'll have some delta and star. So all those things which will be related to the electrical field. So when it comes to the electronics, we do have capacitor, we do have connectors, we do have no ADC, analog to digital converter. So all anode, diode, and multiplexer, so many things they would have studied in the electronics lab. So those things, definitely it will be useful for our what I call automotive industries.
So you mean to say it's not only automobile engineers, but also the mechanical, triple E, EC, and others also have a scope in automobile industry. So,
Definitely,
how
definitely.
about IT people, IT computer science or IT background people? Do they have a
Yeah,
scope in
exactly,
this
exactly.
industry?
Yeah, we do have the IT, what do you call IT department, where probably we'll have some 100 people working in the IT department itself. We have no SAP in place, perhaps no all the bill of material, all the material request planning, all the manpower planning when it comes to the materials. We have a number of modules in SAP itself. So being though no, we call ourselves as a engineering and automotive industry. Without IT and other domain, no, engineering mechanical alone, no, this won't work. So we need those IT guys support as well in order to automate our process.
So, when we talk about manufacturing, people have a thought that there'll be a very slow growth and there won't be much scope in it. So, what would be the growth level in a manufacturing industry? Because we know IT industry has a very fast growth, rapid growth, but when it comes to manufacturing, it is little low. But do they have a growth when it comes to the other vertical? If they are going to say, for instance, a triple E guy is going to come and join an automobile industry, will he have any growth?
Definitely, you cannot now compare anything with IT. IT, no, they will be the moment they join as a manager in the first year. No, after 10 years, they would become as a assistant director, associate director, even to some extent director as well. But at the same time, no, on the flip side, they might have no all the stress and other factors all put together. No, then they will have some job insecurity as well. in the IT. IT, it has its own limitations and what I call plus and minuses. But unlike IT, we have so mechanical and other engineering field. It's a green field for the automotive. So as you say, they won't be getting in 10 years. They cannot become as a vice president in the company, but they will get the steady and what you call slow and steady growth. The moment they join, they can be named as engineer. After some couple of years, they can become as assistant manager. Then they can ladder. They can what you call they can climb on the corporate ladder.
So
So I
there
don't
will
know
be.
in
Yes, sir.
yeah, I don't know some people those are joined some of the TVS industries as a GET. They are with the company, like 30 years of experience, like vice president. They are heading n number of verticals, n number of departments they are handling. Like the 30 years back at the turn, they would have joined here as a GET. But now no, they are heading 3 or 4 business vertical. That is the growth they have for engineers.
So you mean to say there'll be a steady growth and a sustainability over there, and they'll be having a job satisfaction with a safe environment.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than merely looking at the system, probably when it comes to automotive industry, in the what I call the virtual meeting, like so, what's happening now? It is not so. You'll be meeting the first of all measure. That means no humans. First of all, you can able to meet the human, then you can able to see machines how our products are manufactured.
Great. So, what would be the expectation from this industry from a fresher? What sort of preparation he have to? What is the industrial expectation? As a HR, you will be definitely having a clear-cut idea, and you are the best person to share it.
Yeah, actually, if they are coming to automotive industry as a fresher, first of all, we expect them to get more of hands-on experience. Unlike they complete the engineering, the moment all the engineers they want to become as a design engineer, software engineer. They want to sit in the what you call air conditioned glass house. It is not so. So first of all, we want them to work on all kind of machine. We want them to get their hands dirty. That is what real learning take place. Then perhaps no, we want them to take some risk, calculated risk. That's what we are calling. So we don't want them to get no fear of taking some new project or new initiative. They should be in the position to take some new initiative, new project. So that is what no, by doing the mistake only they will learn. They cannot be saying no, I cannot take any risk, so that no, my manager will lead me. So by taking the risk, so I'm putting in the overall this one. What I call first of all, they should have the risk taking ability. I mean, I can do it. That attitude we are expecting. At the same time, they should be humble. They can probably the background now would be like what I call above middle class and other things. When they come into the automotive industry, we want them to be so humble. So when they're humble by themselves, they will learn so many things. So they will be open to all the people. They will be open to the peers. They will be open to other departments. So we don't want to restrict themselves as a self-learning. They want to learn from all the people. So risk-taking ability, being humble, at the same time learning from others. If these 3 things is there, so probably you will be what I call you'll be marching fast in the what I call career ladder in the manufacturing industry.
Good. So and the next question, like one among our students had probed this question for manufacturing industry, which is also applicable for our TVS groups. So what he is asking is why there are aptitude tests for a manufacturing company? Why not only a technical interview? So why have to be tested on aptitude and various interview patterns? How should I prepare for it?
Yeah, aptitude test, it is no what comes next. That is a logical reasoning. If this happen, what will be the consecutive effect? Consecutive effect. That is what as a adult, they want to know. If I do this process, what would be the end result? That is what logical reasoning is taking place. Probably they would have studied all the technical stuff in the colleges and what I call from the professors. But one thing what they lack, the logical reasoning. Logical reasoning, that is what aptitude will probably they would have asked, if one picture is like this, what will be the second picture? What will be the third picture? That sequence of consequences they should be knowing. That is what we ask all the aptitude test of questions.
Okay, so you mean to say like a student who want to get into a manufacturing unit must equally have an analytical skill, logical skill, and a problem solving skill so that they
Exactly,
can
analytic.
work on it.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. So will they be trained after they're getting placed? Because most of the education system will be of theoretical or not of the live experiences. They'll be having a lab experience, not out of a live experiences. But when it comes to manufacturing, they definitely need to work on the floor. So what are the will they be trained on the technical part or also on the analytical and other part? If yes, like what are the different opportunities which is there? Say for instance, in the manufacturing, it'll be operations, production, quality, all those parameters are there. What are the scope for them and how they will be trained?
Exactly, Priya. When they are onboarded during the initial phase of what I call no joining. First of all, no, 3 or 4 days they will be inducted in different department. First of all, they will get to know about what is our product, what is our process. Three P's we are calling: product, process, and people. So they will get to know, all those stuffs in the first 3 or 4 days. After them, no, depending upon the department we train. For example, the moment we put the people in the design, they will get to know about all the engineering fundamentals. How do I calculate force? How do I calculate area? How do I calculate pressure? All those things, engineering calculations. I know these people they'll be working for the producing that means the product. They will be trained on design for manufacturing, design for assembly, then design for function. These are the specific course which is exclusively for design and development people. So, like when it comes to the manufacturing, they will be trained in lean manufacturing, cellular manufacturing, all those stuff. No, these will be given when they go to the quality, probably 7QC tool, statistical process control, the design of experiment, all the stuff. So, depending upon the department where we onboard, where we what you call roll the people or build the people, such a training will be given. It is a department specific training.
Okay. So, a student will definitely have to have the basic knowledge and must be good enough in analytical problem solving and the other parameters. As you said, they must be humble and they must know how to behave in a professional way. And once they enter, they'll be getting an opportunity to learn all the technical one out of their interest or out of the availability or the capability of them. So I hope I'm right.
Sure.
So
Yeah, you bang on. You bang on the right.
okay. So is like if a person is interested, say for instance, he is interested in designing and he want to join as a designer in an automobile industry, but he got an opportunity of getting into the base level as a trainee. Will he be getting opportunity to try upgrade him and get transferred internally?
Uh, Suppose if the guy, I'm coming to your question. Suppose as a fresher, if you're asking me as a fresher, can I join the design and development department? So straight answer is no. First of all, they should know the what I call how the manufacturing things are taking place in shop floor. They know what are the product they are using. First of all, they should know manufacturing practices. Then what are the supplier they are supplying the part. Then how my product, whatever I am producing, whether it is how it is tested, how it is undergoing the quality assurance department. If the guy knows three department: manufacturing, quality assurance, then supply chain, then only the same engineer is capable of working in design and development department. Unless he knows about flare knowledge about this three department, we can deput the guy, but his performance should be questioned.
Okay, so uh, he must start from the scratch. Otherwise, there's no point in getting
You
into a
cannot start from the
designing.
scratch also. After that, no, you will do all the things in the trial and error.
Oh, okay, fine. So, what is your opinion where the students are lagging now to upgrade themselves on the skill by themselves to prepare for a job? there is always a gap, because many students are there who are real good scorers when it comes to academic, but when it comes to when they hit the floor, they are lagging. What is that which is lagging in them when it comes to a manufacturing part?
Yeah, that's what no, they would have learned all the, that is what, 80% and 20%. 80% theory, no, they would have learned in the colleges, but 20%, no, that practical lab under would have taken place. They would be coming out from the same sort of experience and knowledge on the first day to the shop floor. But no, our industry, it is reverse. Industry, 80% exposure and practical, 20% only knowledge will be useful. The 20% knowledge only will be given through the training center, learning and development. So for them, no, really, no, on-the-job training is much more important. So that means no, they'll have to try themselves, they'll have to test it. Then from there, no, through that they should learn.
Okay.
So the practical way of learning, missing from the freshers. The freshers, we cannot blame them as well, but they should be in the position to accept all those initial challenges.
So your advice to the freshers or to the students who are aiming to get into a good manufacturing industry, your ideologies or your experiences and your advices for them?
That's what, no, let them be humble. So they will be coming out from very big background, but though they come out from the very good background, we want them to be very humble. At some time, no, let them follow the process what no senior says. Then no, let them also take some risk. Let them also try some new things. So let them also learn. While doing mistake, they will learn. Then it is a one way. Then how no, they are learning from other department. So first of all, they should be humble. They should learn from others. At the same time, they should take the risk. These three things now I'll put no whoever is coming as a fresher.
Yeah. So you mean to say like their behavior and their personality, I mean, the professionalism matters first, then comes the learning part.
Exactly.
So you are aware of Campus Connection into training and placement, and you have also experienced our training. So what do you think a role of Campus Connection must be to improvise the students' skills with respect to the placement to industry specific? Because we are also processing a hire, train, and deploy model. So what do you think our role will be to help, which will be helpful for the students, which we are already doing it? Your suggestions.
Yeah, from campus connection side, you can try, you can try to what I call train all the what I call engineering fresh graduates on first of all, creative innovation. Creative innovation. That means how do I try in different perspectives so that no the purpose can be met. Then how do I set the goal? But there are some smart goals probably will be knowing. Probably you can teach them in terms of how do I set the smart goals rather than only descriptive goals. Then how do I work as a team? How do I listen to the leadership? So when I work as a team, I should synchronize myself to the team. Suppose if the leader says, "Now, how do I receive the communication?" No, for that, now how do I align with the goals? So these things probably you can think of uh, in your curriculum
What
itself, so
about
that
the
the people.
technical part of it? Like, is it SolidWorks or AutoCAD or any technical part which has to be
Yeah,
done by them?
as we said, no, it is dependent on the department where they will be deputed. The moment
Okay.
if they are into the design and development, of course, no SolidWorks, all the Pro E, all the CE practice, it comes to the picture. When they are placed in the manufacturing, all the Toyota production system, TQM, all the Lean Six Sigma, all those things will be coming. So rather than focusing on technical, please give so much attention to the behavioral aspect. So once the will is there, when they are onboarded, skill can be given.
The reason why I asked this question is like most of the students, especially when it comes to manufacturing industry or mechanical students, why aptitude for me? Why soft skills for me? Why not only technical? I mean, it's a common question. So I really would be it would be great like to hear from you what is the expectation from an HR perspective on a manufacturing industry. So it's been a very great time. Thank you so much for spending your precious time. I know you are in a very busy schedule. In spite of it, you gave us a gave us an appointment, and shared all your views. And it will be really helpful for the students to improvise themselves and prepare themselves for the interview, and get a good job in the complete automobile industry, not only into the automobile but also into the manufacturing industry. Thanks for your time, and thanks for taking part in CC podcast of Campus Connection. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. All the best.
Thank you.